Oh, hey, just me. I'm just taking a walk in the woods. Would you care to join me? Right down this path. Nothing to fear. I fucking love doing the green screen thing. Holy shit. Well, let me take that down. What was that? Well, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to your Vape at 5. I'm your host. I am BlackCat. Good to see everybody. Glad you are here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Better mood today. Better mood. Feeling better. I don't know if it's the lights bringing the joy and happiness into my life. Could be. Fuck, I don't know. I had a fucking unbelievable day. I was talking to Nick. Is Lou Frigno here? Nick, you here? I was talking to him this morning. It's afternoon. Fuck, I don't know. I was basically on outage calls all day today at work. It's fucking terrible. People just yelling at each other. Like, I think that's why they always put me on, because I'm like the only person who doesn't panic. Like, I'm not the designated panicker. Even somebody said that to me today. They're like, how are you so calm with all this going on? I was like, really? Do you really want to know? They're like, yeah, tell me the secret. I was like, because I don't give a fuck. Like, what? I was like, I do not give a fuck. I don't care if this gets fixed. I really don't. I just sit here and do what they tell me to do and be calm about it until it does get fixed. If it gets fixed, that's great. Move on. If it doesn't, fuck. Well, I'm going to go home and probably eat spaghetti or hamburgers tonight. So that's all I really give a shit about. And that is how you think about things. So, what's going on? I got a great show for you guys today. This is a fantastic show. Probably the best show you've ever seen in your life. All 30 whatever of you that are here. Be the best show you've ever seen, probably. Today, we're going to do a review on this little gorgeous lady I have here, the Asmodus Pumper 18. There you go. Going to do a quick review on that, then we're going to get done. And remember, before I forget, that if you would like to enter the giveaway for today, which is, it's the Adore giveaway right here. Back with the sweatshirt on. I washed it, though. Believe it or not, it's fucking washed. Well, I didn't wash it. My wife did. Thank God. I was going to keep wearing it, and I think I knew it wasn't there. It's like, where's it at? But looking for it is in the washer. My wife took care of that for me. Thank you, Veronica. We'll place a call to Veronica after the to find out what we're having for dinner after the review. That's going to become a normal thing in the show. So, if you want to win 2 30 mils of Adore liquid, a set of coils by Ado, and a set of coils by yours truly, the greatest coil builder in the universe, then I would suggest you put a number in the dog RTA review that I did on Monday. So if you go to Monday, it's like 2 days ago, right? And look for the dog RTA review. In the comments section, you're going to tell me how awesome I am and how handsome I look in my Adore sweatshirt. And you're going to put in a number between 1 and 150, and then I will pull a number after this review before we get out of here, and you could possibly be the winner. I don't know. Could be you, Frank. You could be the fucking winner again. Never know. This time, Frank, I will make sure I put it into a mail-safe envelope, so I will not have to listen to you whine about you not getting your coils. So what's going on, guys? All right, I tell you what, without further ado, I want to go ahead and get this review done. Not done, but let's get it first, because I'm sure, you know, people, I'm getting a lot of feedback on my reviews, and apparently they're the best reviews that people have ever seen. And I try to be modest, but, you know, being the greatest coil builder in the universe, you know, there's no reason that I can't be the greatest vape reviewer in the universe as well. There's nothing holding me back. The universe is wide open. So I've thought about it. I've planned, and I think that is going to be my goal. How will I do that, you ask? Well, just by reviewing things excellently. Just complete my goal. The word of the day, the word of the year, the rest of it. There's like 10 days left. How many days? Like 30 days left. The rest of this year, the word of the day is excellence. Excellence in reviewing. Excellence in lovemaking. You can ask for Veronica about that. I'm an excellent lovemaker. Kim, keeping your pants over there. See Kim over there throwing some shit out. What are you talking about? The Adore sweatshirt is starting to whiff. Oh shit! But I'm getting better. I think I'm getting better at the reviews. I'm certainly trying to get better, trying to make it a more enjoyable experience for everybody. But today I have a review for the Pumper 18 by Asmodus. It was sent to me for the purposes of this review. It won't change how I feel, what I think, or what I say about the device. This pumper is interesting. I'll have to admit, when I first saw it, I had seen this before they actually sent it to me. And the reason it caught my eye is because you don't really see too many Squonk mods with an actual pumping system on the device. So I thought that was a little odd, and was obviously not something I was really interested in because it just had too many parts. And I felt like, you know, why do I need extra parts when a normal Squonk bottle typically works really, really well? And so when I got it, I was like, I'll try it out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, you know, maybe it is useful. And I actually did find some things. I do think, okay, so first off, I do think it's a little complex for a Squonk mod. There's a lot of working parts to it. And I think that's something maybe a little bit of an overkill. But there are some practical uses of the squonking system that I'll get into during the review that I found overused. And I've been using it now for over a week. And that I found through its usage. And in general, it's been a really, really nice, really nice mod, honestly. So what this is, it is a single battery, 18650. It has a 21700 or a 2700 sister that is just a slight bit bigger than this mod. Its Squonk bottle is 8 milliliters capacity. You can fit a 24 or 25 millimeter RDA on top of this mod, no problem. There's no overhang or anything on it. Stainless steel construction with stab wood outer exterior. The stab wood on it is really smooth. It doesn't feel like, you know, most stab wood mods have a glossy coat over top of it. This one doesn't have that. It's really kind of a smooth wood feel to it, which is a little different than the other stab wood mods I have. Really pretty. It comes in green. There's 3 different colors that I'm aware of, and there may be more. But this one is obviously the violet or the purple mod. Be perfect for Miss Dawn. The other 2, I believe they have a red and a green. Now, they're not all the same, because as you know, in stab wood, the outside of the mod always looks a little different. You know what I mean? So you get, you know, there's different nuances to each one. This was the first mod that I ever had, so I really, really like the look of it. I really do. I think it looks nice. And this is the first mod I've ever had that my wife was honestly like, where did you get that? That's really nice. I was like, I know, right? It's actually really nice. So without further ado, I'm going to take you down, show you the packaging. There's not a whole lot in the package to go over, but there is a couple things that I'm going to talk about with a little bit of detail, and I'll show you the mod. One thing I can mention about this before we go down, there's 2 mods that this mod is kind of a collaboration of, and both of them are made by Asmodus. First is the Luna Squonk mod, which I did a review on the Luna Squonk mod. I liked it. I liked everything, but I didn't really like the Squonk bottle, how the Squonk bottle was set into the mod. It was tough to get out. It just seemed awkward to me. And I didn't like the Squonk door on it. And I actually lost the door to the Luna. About like 3 days after the review, we're going to Roosters, wife and I squonked it, and the bottom of it fell off, and I can't find it. So what I was expecting to happen actually happened with that mod. This mod is, then you have the Spruzza, which is originated the pumping system here. So this mod is kind of a combination of those 2. And it actually is like an upgrade, at least I feel from the Luna. And it's a little bit more pricey, but quite frankly, the 2100 version of this was probably really nice because you can build a little lower on it, even though you can't go under 0.1, but we'll talk about that when I bring it down. So without further ado, let me go ahead and put this on the macro, and I'll bring you guys down to take a look. All right, here we go. Here is the the Pumper 18 Squonk mod by Asmodus. Here's the box it comes in. Let me raise you up a little bit. It comes in this really, one thing I really like about Asmodus is the presentation of the items. That's actually really big to me. And I think I mention it in every review that I do. The presentation of the item to me is something that, you know, I worked for a couple different companies. One of the companies I worked for in a past life was a fashion company. And presentation of the item was always something really, really, really big. And I know you're thinking, Scott, you worked at a fashion company? Well, yeah, I actually did. In New York City, I worked at the headquarters of a fashion company, which is just, my life's kind of crazy, but I did. And the presentation of the items was always...
Here are matches for mission.
Oh, mission. Mission style? Thank you. All right. So, presentation here, you have this box. It looks like it's like some kind of wood or rustic. Gold on the side. On the back here, you have the name of the mod, the chipset that's in it. It's that UL80JX chip, which is the same chip that's in the Luna mod. This mod has the exact same functionality of that mod. Tells you what battery you're going to use with it, the maximum output, which is 80 watts. And here's something key too we'll talk about. The resistance range is 0.1 to 3 ohms. Open the box up. Box opens like this. Pretty cool, right? Color configuration is up top there. Inside here, you got some nice velvet, a little bit of some nice soft cloth, and this is where your mod would be placed when you receive it. They give you a card in here. What this card is basically the functionality of the chip. So I'm going to bring you down here, and I'm just going to go over these really, really quickly. So it's like a MOSFET system with some safety options on it. Has switch it on and off by clicking it 5 times. The over limit protection will stop firing after 10 seconds. Low voltage protection, so when you get your battery gets to 3.3 volts, red light will flash and it will not fire. Overload protection, you cannot build lower than 0.1. Short circuit protection, red light will flash 5 times. If there's a short in an atomizer, the pumper will stop firing. High temperature protection goes from 90 degrees Celsius and it will stop firing, or 158 degrees Fahrenheit. And the reverse polarity protection, which is if you put the battery in upside down, which would be difficult to do because it's very clearly marked, the mod will not fire. Information here is your fire button, the juice bottle, the 510, the indicator light, battery door, and the juice bottle door. Set that to the side. Now let's take a look at the mod. So here it is. Get close up down here just a bit. All right. One thing I like about just the presentation, obviously, is the look of it, I think, is really sexy. That's just a really sexy looking mod, man. Absolutely beautiful. Green light there indicates that it's on. Here's your pumper system here. The recessed Asmodus button there. Really, really nice. Here's the top. 510, all stainless steel, gold-plated 510 pin. Nice and clean. And here's the bottom. One thing I like about Asmodus is the battery door and the Squonk doors are always stainless steel and nice. Battery door is clearly marked here with the negative, which is also really nice. Let me get a little bit more light over here for you guys so you can see her a little better. I don't know if that helps or hurts. Oh, let's see if I can get... Does that help or hurt, guys? Is that making it too bright? Yeah, I think that's too bright. Sorry, let's move it a little closer, not so close. All right, see if I can get it. So, oh, there we go. So you can see the has the negative marked here. There we go. Battery door is just twist open here. One thing about the battery door that you on this 18650 is probably different on the 2100. You have to have really small fingers. I could barely get my fingers in here to actually open and close it. And the machining on it, really, really beautiful. Here's the Squonk bottle. It's a bayonet fix. You just turn it there to open it up, then push that, and it releases. So here's the star of the show, really. There's a little bit of water in there because I just actually cleaned it out. Let me wipe this down just a bit. So as I mentioned, it has 8 milliliter capacity for juice. Not really much to it. This is solid plastic, it's not glass. Stainless steel housing. The pumper here, how you would fill it is you remove this little pump system here, fill it here, put it back in. Good part of that, honestly, is it never leaks because you never fill it up high enough for this to actually displace enough juice for it to leak. I don't think I even had it leak one time. Maybe once out of the, you know, I've been using it now for like probably 9 days, and it's leaked one time just when I was careless with it. That is my work blowing up. Sorry, guys. Really solid construction. They do not give you an extra Squonk bottle. That would have been a really, really nice touch to do, but I can kind of understand them not doing it just because it is kind of a, you know, there is a lot to it. So I can understand them not ponying up for another Squonk bottle. How this works is you'll fill the juice up here. Obviously, this is your pumper system, and you just pump it like right here. So when you press it down on that, it's just going to pump juice through the top here, through the 510 pin up to your RDA. Not really too complicated. It's got a spring system there, as you can see, around it to give you that springing action. So let's fill this up. Going to use a little bit of my Mont Blanc, which, remember, next week is Shy Tots week. So we will have all kinds of giveaways for that. Look how easily it fills up. Fill it up to about there. Put my pumper back in. It sits in there. It's just held in there by an O-ring. So you don't screw it or anything in. You just push it back in. You're going to turn the bottle just like that. We're going to slide it back in. Fits in like that. Turn it, push it in, and turn it right here. So this bayonet pops out like that. You're just going to push it in and turn it, and then it's sitting in there nice. So let's go ahead and put an RDA on this, and we'll see how this thing squonks. Now, here is one of the big... God damn. Fuck. I'm actually just going to turn my phone off. Excuse me, guys. We'll do it live! There. All right, so here's one cool thing about this that I really, really like. Let's look at the squonk action of it. This is the Pixie RDA. It's a 22 millimeter flavor RDA. God damn, I can't get enough light on it to actually see it. Ooh. Let's see if I back it up just a bit. So there we go. That's clear enough. All right, so when you pump this, it's going to basically... There we go. Now it's coming out. Has really good retraction. I know you can't really see it as well as I'd like you to, but when you pump it, it actually pulls the liquid back down in it really nicely, so it doesn't leave a whole lot of juice on there in the actual juice well, which is nice. So the one thing, okay, so here's, you can see the liquid pump, move up over it when I pump it. So it has good action when you actually pump it. 24 millimeter, it doesn't quite fill it as much as it does in a 22. This is more for a 22 millimeter RDA. The pumping action is than a 24. But the great thing about this RDA, or great thing about this system, is every time you pump it, it's going to displace the same amount of liquid. So even though when you try to squonk evenly every time, you never actually really do. With this system, you're actually going to get the same squonk every time. So what I've learned with this is I pump it 2 times for every 2 hits. So I pump it twice, take 2 hits, pump it twice, take 2 hits, and it is an absolutely perfect vape every time. That's one of the big benefits. And I remember, I forget who said it. It might have been Mike Vapes, but he always talked about like the best thing about a Squonk Mod is you get your perfect vape every time, because you get a nice, juicy vape every time, not have to worry about dry hits. This pump system actually takes that to the next level, because you can really dial it in. You're going to dial in exactly how you want your hit. So if you like it just one pump, just, pump it once. If you want, a little bit more juicy vape, a little bit more moist vape, as it were, you're going to pump it twice. You want more than that, pump it 3 times. It doesn't matter. It's going to displace the same amount of liquid every time. All right. So there's a final look at it. Let's bring it back up top. We'll vape on it, and we'll talk just a bit more about it. All right. So I'm in the woods here. I'm in the woods! All right. Let me show you what we have as far as this mod selection. So there's what I mentioned. There is the, you have the red, the green, and the purple, all three. And you can tell they're all different. Like that purple is actually different than mine. It has like a little green and yellow on that one, and the other. It's just the way stab wood is. They're not always going to be identical. They're all going to be just a little bit different, which I think is really, really cool. The device is, okay, so the things I like about this device. I really like the chipset system in it. I like the safety features that it provides. What this really is this is the type of mod that somebody who wants to transition from a variable wattage mod to a mechanical mod. This is like your transition. This is like your training wheels to learn how to use it. It will teach you, this mod with this chipset in it will teach you how to vape a non-regulated device because you're going to get the output of the battery. No matter, so it says it vapes up to 80 watts, but you're not dialing in 80 watts. What you're doing is you're using Ohm's law to basically figure out how much voltage you're pumping through this every time you hit it. But the same thing with a mechanical device, the battery, as the battery decreases in strength, the strength of your hit is going to decrease. So you can't compensate for battery power going down by increasing your voltage to kind of compensate for that loss. You can't do that. So it teaches you how to vape a mechanical device, but it has enough safety features on it that you're not going to blow your face off if you do something wrong. Put the battery in wrong, it won't fire. Take your battery down to 3.3 volts, it won't fire. Build under 0.1, it won't fire. So that's really, really nice. The look of it, I absolutely adore it. I think it is just a beautiful, beautiful little mod. The size of it fits perfectly in your hand. I have average size man hands, and it fits perfectly in your hand. The fire button and the squonk are really, that's one of the negatives of it for me. So let me get it up here where you guys can see. But the button there and the squonk are kind of in the same location. So it doesn't really give you a very practical way to do it. You know, if you want to pump and then fire it, you kind of got to do one or the other. You can't do both at the same time. Typically, I pump it with my thumb here and then push it back to my finger to fire. It would have been nice if they could have figured a place to put the button, maybe like in the front here or something, where you could fire it and pump it with the same hand or same finger, like, you know, so you wouldn't have to move it around too much. That would have been a nice touch. But, I mean, there's not a whole, I know why they didn't, because there's really not any room left there to put it. I mean, right here, you know, you have your feed into the 510 pin. So for your juice, so there's really nowhere they could have actually put it. So the weight of it, it's got good weight to it. Everything with Asmodus has really, really solid construction. That's one thing I keep noticing every time, is everything I get from them has really solid construction. So it has really, really good weight to it, and it feels good in the hand. I mean, it fits absolutely perfect in the hand, like I mentioned. The stainless steel doors on the bottom here, I really like. Nice, classy touch. The pumper system. So I think the pumper system is a negative and a positive. You can't switch out the Squonk Bottle for anything else. You can't go and just, you know, get a Chubby or whatever, another Squonk Bottle that you really, really like and really like the feel of, and put it in here. It won't work. I mean, you have to use this Squonk Bottle. You're strapped into that. They don't give you an extra Squonk Bottle, which I think is that takes away from it, because it would be really nice. I mean, it is 8 ml capacity, so you can get away with using it for quite a while. But I'm telling you, with the pump action on it, and you're getting the perfect vape every time, you're going to burn through your juice really quick, or at least I have. I burn through my juice super quick because I'm pumping to get the exact vape that I want every time. So that, you know, that's what you give up with having that, with that really good system. You give up that you're going to burn through a lot of juice. So you can go through 8 mils of juice like in a couple hours if you're really hitting this thing hard. So I think the construction of the pumper system and the way that it works is definitely a positive, and I do like it. But I think it's a negative. There's also a negative to it that you can't change it out with another Squonk Bottle. You know what I mean? So if you take this out, you've got it's one battery. So the amount of power you're going to have and the amount of juice that you're going to have in it is basically, unless you bring another bottle with you. The reason why you use a Squonk Mod is because you don't want to bring a bottle of juice with you, right? I mean, you want to just have the mod and that's it. Well, with this, you may have to bring another bottle with you and another battery. So that's the same thing with the Luna, is it only 18650 one battery power, which That's being a little nitpicky because 90%, I'm telling you right now, 99% of Squonk Pods coming out moving forward are going to be 21700, and you can get this in a 21700 single battery. That's what they're all going to be. That's what they're all moving to. The double battery Squonk Mods are pretty much, there's not a whole lot left, and there really was never a whole lot of them. There's not going to be a whole lot more, I don't think. I think a 21700 single battery are going to be the big thing. This, of course, is the 18650, so I can't compare it to it. So those are, there's a lot of positives to this. I always try to nitpick it because I want to give some negatives. So the couple negatives I would give is not an extra Squonk bottle, and it's not compatible with other Squonk bottles. Other negatives, and I really have to think because I will say again, if you don't like the pump system, then that's going to be a huge negative. If you don't like that it only restricts you to that amount of juice and you don't want to pump it 2 or 3 times, I guess that would be a negative for it. But it's really, really stretching it because the mod does exactly what it's intended to do. It looks great. Great presentation with the device, with the packaging, and it works exactly. It's a great Squonk mod. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. So it's hard to actually give it like a bunch of negatives. So if I was to rate this on a scale from fail all the way to excellent, I would rate it great. This is a great Squonk mod. Great single battery, 18650. If I was buying one, I would buy the 21700 model. I certainly would. I would think the extra battery power you would get with it would certainly be worth it. That's one of my concerns with it it's an 18650 and it's a single battery and you're firing it at max output every single time. So it's going to go, the battery is going to go quicker than if you were managing the voltage on it. You can pick this up. Now, I got a little information for you guys. You can pick this up on the Asmodus website. The links are below. Go to their website. They have a 15% off sale this month, or this week until the end of the month, that you can get in on and get one of these. They're $119 out the door. If I lost this mod, would I buy another one? I would buy the 21700. I think that one's $129 as compared to $119. I'd pay the extra $10. And yeah, I would buy another one. I like it. I like the look of it. I like the way it feels in my hand, and it's a sexy little Squonk mod. I mean, it's good construction, sexy little mod. All right, enough of that. Let's go through and say hi to everybody. You didn't think I was gonna say hi to everybody, did you? You probably didn't think I was. I would want to. You know why? Because I'm in the woods. You guys want to come in the woods? Come on, let's take a walk. Take a walk on this path. Nothing to be scared of. There's nothing back there. Yeah, that's. I just want you to take a walk with me in the woods. That's all, I go through the beginning of the show. I'm like, I need a background for today. I saw this. I was like, that looks pretty cool. Considering that fall, this is supposed to be like a fall shot, like a park in the fall. Dude, it literally is like this kind of weather right here. Literally is like 1 week in Ohio because like right now it's fall in Ohio and it's snowing and like fucking 24 degrees outside. Yeah, and it's November. Fuck Ohio weather. Oop, better open this up. I was gonna do the review on the Pixie RDA. This little 22 mil, but I decided not to. But I'm gonna tell you, rest in peace, Bob Buckland. What? Did Bob Buckland die? Scott, you're making me nervous. Come on in the woods. It's what it makes me think of. Like, if you're like walking in the wood, like see this path, and like some dude's just like standing there like me. That's what it makes me think of. Like some fucking crazy person like in the woods gonna get your ass. Did Bob Buckland die? Oh, thank you. No worries, Cloudy King. I'm gonna say hi to everybody. Hang on. Damn. Bob Buckland did die. Oh man. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Rest in peace, Bob. I'm very sorry to hear that. My thoughts and prayers go out to your family. And, I only spoke to Bob a few times, but he was certainly a very courteous gentleman and just seemed like a very, what I knew of him, he seemed like a very generous, genuine person. So that's just awful. I very sorry to hear that, and certainly wish the best to his family and his loved ones for sure. All right, let's before I get too much into that, let's go ahead and just say hi to everybody. What do you say? Oh, look at this. Number 1 participant, BlackCat Whiteface Vapes. That's me. That's this guy. We're gonna take a walk in the woods. Come in the woods. Bubbly blindly. What's up, Double B? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Cows. Irons. Cows, do you know who irons in this house? Not me. Veronica! Veronica! Somebody upstairs. It's not Veronica. I may have an intruder. If I like start bleeding or get shot in the head, call the police. Please. Cows Iron, what's up, dude? There he is. We got a new one! We got a new member of the BlackCat name change crew. It's Charles McLaren, the Baron. Told you. The guy's a fucking Baron. Baron! What's up, Charles McLaren? Great Gatsby. That's who you are. Fucking Baron. Thanks, Charlie. Charlie, good to see you, man. Glad you are here. Charlie! What's up, brother? There he is. Starly and Clutch. You guys haven't been in chat together for like, what, a month? What the fuck? Do you guys have a breakup? You guys broke out? Fall in love? Breaking up's hard to do. It is. Especially with your partner. Are you guys still rolling around? in your fucking Oldsmobile? You know, it's funny because I do these things and I don't know. Half the people watching probably don't even get what I'm talking about. It's an inside joke with the BlackCat fam. Starly and Clutch. Good to see you, Charlie. I'm glad you're here, man. Chessie, what's up, Chessie? Good to see you, honey. Chessie makes erratic appearances in my chat, and I'm very happy to see her. Every time I see her, I'm like, Chessie! Thank goodness you're here. Good to see you, Chessie. I hope you're doing well, hon. Good to see you. Clinton! Not on my fucking lawn. Johnson. Good to see you, Clint. Cloud King Cody. Not to be confused with Cloud King Cody. Cody. Let me show you. You want to see some fucking clouds, Cody? Hold on. Let me show you some clouds. This is the Voluna V2 RTA. This thing's a piece of shit, but watch these clouds. Cloud King. I'm the fucking Cloud King. Just kidding. I have terrible lungs. These lungs have been beat up for like 85 years of smoking, it seems like. They're fucking just tore to shit. Good to see you, Cody. Glad you are here. Welcome to BlackCat fam. I don't know, is it your first time watching, Cody? Cloud King? Could be. You are. Watch out for Clutch and Charlie. They are the Starsky and Hutch of my chat. Who's next? Clutch! What's up, Clutch? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you are here. It's our Doug. What's up, Doug? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you. Eddie T. Hell, a.k.a. M16. What's up, M16? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Eric Gurman. What's up, Eric? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Glad you are here. Frank Einstein. Frankenstein. What's up, Frank? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Glad you're here. Hippie Vapes. What's up, Hippie? How you doing, man? Hippie. Did I mention that Hippie did a video on the 4-core square aliens? One of the first aliens he ever did. He nailed it. I did mention that the other day. Hippie, I'm glad you're here, man. I enjoyed watching your live feed the other day. Ian Thomas, how you doing, Ian? Great to see you. Glad you are here. Jane Dodd. Jane! What is this Dodd stuff? Dodd. Hell. You got... I didn't mention, but Jane got married. Jane got married. Jane is now an honest woman. No more living in sin for Jane. She's no longer living in sin. We had to talk, and I told her she got to get married. You know, can't give away the milk for free, Jane. Can't give away the milk for free forever. You gotta put a ring on it. Good to see you, Jane. I'm glad you're here. Shy Tots Week. Next week is Shy Tots Week. I'm super excited. I can't wait. We're gonna have a blast. It's only a 3-day week next week. I don't know if I mentioned that. We're only doing 3 days. We're doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm driving to. I did mention that I'm driving to New Jersey to see my child play in a play. Jeff Lawson. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, Jeff? Jeff fought the law in the Lawson 1. There's a pretty good one. That's a little too long to add as a name, though. Jeff, I have to think of that. Jeff Lawman. Jeff Steven Seagal Lawman. Remember? Do you guys remember Steven Seagal Lawman? Do you remember that? How fucking awful that was? He's like, fucking, okay. When I say, like, when I call somebody a douchebag, the image in my mind is Steven Seagal. And like, if I rate them on the Steven Seagal douchebag level. Because he's such a fucking douchebag that, like, if you can rate on his level, then it's like, it's over for you. You're going to have a life of shit. Steven Seagal is such a douchebag. Like when he had a show, you guys ever see it? It's called Lawman. Apparently, this fat fucking idiot, he runs like a girl. You see him? He's like, I've never seen a man run like that. So I think it was like Above the Law. I watched it. He was like running. I was like, why the fuck is he running like that? Like, is his arms broke? I thought maybe he like broke his arms and I missed that part. No, that's how he runs. So anyway, this fucking guy, he was Steven Seagal Lawman. He had a show on like A&E. And in the beginning of the show, he's like standing there. And you know how like all tough guys, like stand there like this. Like look at you. He's like, dude, that's the dumbest fucking thing ever. So he's like standing there. He's like, Steven Seagal. And then instead of just saying, it's Steven Seagal, I'm Lawman, this is my show, I'm a fucking dick. This is what he says. He's like, Steven Seagal. And then I never heard anybody say this. He's like, that's right, Steven Seagal. like, you're going to be like, that's right. The fuck do you mean that's right? You're a fucking dick. Steven Seagal. That's right. Steven Seagal. Jeff Sealer. What's up, Sealer? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you're here. Joey to the motherfucking O. What's up, Joey? How you doing, brother? Glad you're here. JTH Reviews. What's up, JTH? Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here. KLR420. What's up, brother? Good to see you. My son is still 420 and up, KLR. He's still 420 and up. Stinks up my whole house. He smokes the pot in the garage. And the garage is right next to a room that I spend a lot of time in. So I constantly have the aroma of marijuana. Now, I park my car in the garage. So I'm driving down the road with a car. I don't smoke marijuana. I don't use any narcotics, alcohol. I've lost those privileges from years of abuse. So I can't do that shit anymore. But my car reeks. Like as soon as I turn on the air conditioning or the heat, it's just like blowing marijuana smell into my face. It's fucking awful. Awful. Because if you don't smoke it, it smells like shit. Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, it smells so great. It's great. I'm getting all bad. Smell this bud, man. No, fuck no, dude. You don't smoke it. It smells like shit. Now, and I get the other side of that because when you get like really good bud and you're like, damn, that shit smells really good. Like that's a very exciting feeling. For people who don't smoke it, it smells like a fucking dick. It smells like shit. It smells like Steven Seagal's douchey breath. All right, where am I at? Lou Ferrigno, what's up, Nick? How you doing? Nick. Nick put together a trusted coil builders list on the Facebook page, the Cat's Eye. Now, if you're not a member of the Cat's Eye group, you really should be. And I'll tell you why. Because it's the best fucking Facebook group there is. I talked to Mark Zuckerberg about it like about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Me and Zuck. We had a conversation. He's like, dude, he told me. He's a member. He told me, he's like, your Facebook group is literally the best Facebook group on Facebook. And I was like, I know. It's like, how'd you do it? I was like, fucking awesome. And he's like, you are awesome. So he's like, do you want to run the company? I was like, no. So I'm not going to run the company, but I'm going to end up taking it over with my Facebook group because it's fucking awesome. We have a coil builders list on the Facebook group. The link is in the description to it. Join the fucking Facebook group. There's a coil builder list of trusted coil builders that you can buy coils from. And so you will not get ripped off or get a sub-quality product. So look at that list. I just posted it today. If you are a coil builder of reputation, meaning that you are a coil builder that we know or that knows someone that can vouch for you, we would be happy to add you to the list. What will be on the list? Your name and your contact information. We're not putting prices. We're not listing, a menu of your options. There's too many people for that. But we will put your name and your contact information. And what I'm hoping will happen is that as the group continues to grow, it will be a reference point for people who want to purchase coils. Say they get with Merle. They get with Merle South, and they're like, hey, I want coils from Merle. I don't know if Merle's any good. They go to the list there. He's on the list. He's approved and been vetted by I guess us. But you'll know that you're getting a quality product. So that's what that is. Thank you very much, Nick, for putting that together. You are awesome, man. I really appreciate it. Mike Cam, what's up, Cam? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you're here. Oh, our Church. Good to see you, Church. Glad you are here, sir. Scott Miller. What's up, Scotty? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Glad you are here. Another Scotty right below you, Simple Vapes. What's up, Scotty? How you doing, Simple Vapes? Good to see you, man. Glad you are here. Spring Vaping Girl. What's up? Spring Vaping Girl has a channel now. Spring has started to go live occasionally throughout the evenings during the week, and I've caught a couple of them. They're pretty. They're entertaining. Spring's fun. I like Spring. Spring, we'll have to do a little duet show sometime. Be kind of fun. Good to see you, Spring. Glad you're here. Nurse Face. What's up, Nurse? How you doing, Doug? Good to see you. I'm super glad you are here. Nurse does reviews, has a great channel. You guys should definitely check her out as well. Todd Black. What's up, Todd? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Tommy to the motherfucking V. Tommy. We got to get Vaping with Tommy Friends back on the air. I'm going through withdrawals. I need my Tommy time, dude. I've had 0 Tommy time in a long time. I need some fucking Tommy time. Tommy, the fucking Vape with Tommy Friends got to make a triumphant return. Tony Barry, what's up, Tony? How you doing, man? Great to see you, sir. I'm glad you are here. Vaping Irish. What's up, Irish? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad. Vaping Joe M. What's up, Joe? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you're here. There she is. Who's vaping now? Da ha ha. Selena. What's up, Selena? How are you, honey? Great to see you. Glad you are here. And my brother from another mother, Mr. Woodtick Mike. What's up, Woodtick Mike? How you doing, man? All right, let's kick it back to the live chat. Alrighty. All right, so before I do the drawing for this week's Adore giveaway winner, if you would please, anybody who has not entered, I'm going to give you a couple minutes. I'm going to sit here and bullshit till maybe 3 more minutes. We'll do 5:45 before I do the giveaway. So go to the Dog RTA giveaway, or excuse me, Dog RTA review, and put in a number in the comments between 1 and 150. And about 3 minutes, I'm going to open up that page, and I'm not going to refresh it. So if you don't put a number in now, it's not going to be there. Let me grab my phone, which I threw. Oh, I turned it off because I kept getting paid. I'll tell you, man, that today at work was just like, I walked in, got there about 7:15, normally about 7:15 in the morning. I walked in, and I was go, go, go until I left. Like, it was like, there was like shit. As soon as I walked in, the shit had already hit the fan. It's fucking awful. Lou, you don't put a number in this chat. You know this, Lou. There it is. It's already ringing. Hear that? I just turned it back on. God, what the hell is going on? Something's going on. Well, thank God I'm not on call, because there's like this 7 more pages just came in. Holy shit. I wonder if they're paging me to call in. Well, that will not be happening until after the Vape at 5. What up, Freddie? How you doing, man? The new flavor. So, okay, Jane. So Jane asked me how the new flavors of the Shy Tot is. She sent me several different new flavors. I have them. Where did I put them? The one that okay, so Jane, you know how I do. I open one bottle at a time because I have so much e-juice that I don't want to open them all up because I just feel like it'd be wasteful. So the one, obviously I'm doing my Mont Blanc, which is kind of my staple. Mont Blanc, consequence, I always have open. But the one that I'm vaping now is the mango. And the mango is the sweetest mango I've ever, it is fantastic. I wouldn't say that it tastes like mango, like the actual melon, but it tastes like a candied version of it. And for me, I love a really, really sweet vape. And actually, I had mango running through this until I just put the Mont Blanc in it. So I was vaping that mango in this for the last, like, I don't know, 8 days as I've been, and I just absolutely love it. Through this little, if you don't have the Pixie RDA and you're looking for a little single coil, this is a nice little, there's a little, they have airflow options with it. I actually took that out, but it's actually a nice little RDA. I actually like it. It's more of a, it's a restricted direct long. Not really restricted, it's semi-restricted direct long. With the 510 drip tip that's kind of closed in, concaved a little bit, and with the airflow. The airflow is small. It's all the airflow is right there. If you can see, I don't know if it'll focus on it. Can you see? There we go. There's the airflow. And then it has another option airflow, which is basically just like a 2 millimeter circle or cylinder. That's all it is. So the airflow you can change up quite a bit. Plus it has airflow inserts. I don't really mess with the airflow inserts. They don't really serve anything since I leave it wide open. But you can do that. Mango Passion. So I had that one. And there's a couple other ones I was really interested in. What was there's another fruit flavor one that you sent me. Peach. The peach. I haven't tried that yet. That's the next one I'm going to try. So as soon as I'm done vaping the mango, which will probably be by the end of the week, I'm going to switch over to the peach and try that. But it's really good. Everything Jane makes is good. Like, there's rarely anything that isn't good that Jane makes. Chessie, read my comment. Oh, Chessie, you're in the hospital? I'm sorry to hear that, Chessie. I hope you feel better, hon. Aw. Don is the best person. Don is awesome. Did Don join? Did I miss Miss Don? I see all the purple hearts. Okay, Don, this is your giveaway if you're watching. She always watches, whether she watches on replay or during the show. All right, that's enough time. Let me get the episode open. Go to my video manager. What's my stream at? 29. And we're going to go to the dog RTA. And click here. All right, let me pause that. Turn the volume off. All right, let me open it up. I'm just going to open all the comments up so I can see them. Oh, a lot of people put more comments. Good. Got a lot of people entered. All right, let me bring it all the way down. Okay, the last one I have here, it looks like Selena is the last comment I see. I don't believe there's any more after that. Let me just make 100% sure. Yep, okay, that's it. All right, so I'm going to go to random number generator. We're going to pick a number between 1 and 150. The third pull will be the winner, and closest to the number without going over will take home the Adore giveaway. First number is 115. Second number is 34. And the third and winning number is 78. 78. All right, so closest number without going over is our winner. Let me grab my notepad so I can write down the winner. All right. Of course I lost my pen. Of course I did. Why else would I not? Why else would I have a pen if I wasn't to lose it? All right, this is Ado's week. So let's write that down. Ado. And this is Adore. And Ado. No winning number. Let me grab that real quick so I can have it written down. The winning number is 78. All right, let's scroll up to the top and see who takes home the prize. A lot of people entered. I'm glad. Let me close that. Pause. Okay. Let's see. Did you enter, Lou? No. All right. Our leader is 56. Right out of the gate. 56. 65. Thomas Hall is our leader. 65. 65. 78. Charlie. 78. So we got Charlie with 78. See if there's another one, Charlie. Charlie with 78 is our leader. Do we have another 78? Mr. Pebble. Mr. Pebble, 78. All right, if you guys are here, stick around because you're going to have to go. Damn, whoever's on call is getting fucking killed. There's a lot of pages coming in. Any more 78s? Damn, Spring had 76. That's it. So, I have Charlie and Mr. Pebble as a winner. Mr. Pebble, that is here. Charlie, you are here as well. 4. Now, we're going to do this how we always do it. I need you to pick a number between 1 and 20. Closest to the number wins. It doesn't matter if you go over, if you're under. The closest to the number between 1 and 20 wins. Go. This is for Mr. Pebble and Charlie. If you tie, we'll do it again. I'm telling you, yeah, Eric, nightmares about your page. Dude, we had an awful day. I handled the most of it today while I was there, but now the person who's on call has to handle it. I'm so glad I'm not on call. Because it was literally like sitting at my desk getting beat on all day, sitting on calls, like trying to figure shit out. It was awful. All right. That's right, Clutch. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. All right, Charlie picked 1. Mr. Pebble picked 10. That's perfect. All right. Well, no, it's better for Mr. Pebble because he gets the top and down. Well, yeah, that's all right. Fuck it. I may have to figure out a better way to do this. All right, 1 to 20. First number is 13. Second number is 7. And the third and winning number is 10. Right on the nose. And I believe 10. Mr. Pebble. Congratulations, Pebble. Congratulations, Rogue. You have won 2 30 mils of Adori liquid, a set of coils from me, and a set of coils from Ado. Thank you very much, man. Thank you, everybody, for playing. Really appreciate it. Mr. Pebble. It's our first winner. All right, so we have more giveaways this week, guys, as you know. We're going to do a little BlackCat care package on Friday. But the other giveaways that are great, you know, you have another Adore giveaway coming on Friday as well for $25 gift certificate. You have a Chain Vapes giveaway for 60 mils of liquid happening on Friday. And you have a giveaway for Ado's, 3 sets of Ado's coils too. Enter that giveaway, and I've seen so many people do it already, and I really, really appreciate it. You have to go to his Instagram page, AdoVapes, the link is below, and repost a picture, your favorite picture from him, with the hashtag BlackCatFam, tagging AdoVapes. You want to put at AdoVapes with the hashtag BlackCatFam. Hey, Kate Nicole, how are you, hon? Good to see you. Rick, what's up, man? Juan, what's up, Juan? You get Charlie. You're the runner-up gets to take a nice long walk with me in the woods. Come on. When I grew up, man, there was a park like right next to my house. I used to spend all the time in the park. So it was like I lived in a really like not a nice area when I grew up, but like we had this like really, really nice metro park. I would just go over there and hang out like in the park and shit. People leave you the fuck alone. People that grow up in like areas like that know what I'm talking about. Like you just want to get out of that area for a little bit and you want to like be in like a nice scenic place. Like for no reason. I would just like walk around there and hang out, watch animals and shit. Like something sounds boring, it's better than like the shitty area. Every time I come out there, you get the shit beat out of you or something, you know. People are fucking creepy shit. Hey, Perry Jackson! Holy my lord. Perry, where have you been? I was thinking about you, Perry. How you doing? Now, does everybody remember Perry Jackson? I hope you do. Glad you're back. Oh, thanks, Rick. Thank you, man. I'm picking it up. I watch a lot of reviewers and you know, at the risk of, you know, copying them, I do take a lot of what they do. And you know, I need to develop my own style. But like I watch Jay and I watch Mike, and I really like Batman. I really like how Batman does his. I think Batman's a really good reviewer. I don't think there's a bad reviewer. I like DJ LSB Vapes. I just don't have the time. Like DJ LSB's reviews are so great, but I just don't have the time to put in like he does. His are so like well done, and I'm sure they take him. He probably doesn't take him as long now because he's probably really good at them. But it just seems like it would take me too much time. But like I like how Batman does his. Batman has a really, really nice download camera. Like it's really clear and crystal. The lighting's really, really good. He's very thorough on everything he explains. And he's pretty genuine on his opinions, I think. I think he's pretty genuine. So that's him. And you know, Jay has that flair to it, to the reviews, which I think is a lot entertaining. You know, so I try to be, you know, more like Jay's himself when he does his reviews, and that's why I try to be more myself. Then you got Mike's like, you know, Mike's like just razor sharp with everything he says, and you know, so yeah, that's who I watch that typically, and I watch pretty much everybody, but those are a lot of the guys that I get like a lot of tips, like how I want to do things and how I want to progress in it. The dog of the Vapor Hunter, Dustin, did you see the end? That's my favorite one. That was one I cut out. At the end, there's 2 bloopers. So at the end of my reviews, I'm going to start putting like my bloopers, because there's a lot of them that I just delete. But at the end, I'm going to start taking like a couple funny ones and put them at the end. There's a really funny dog one at the end. I actually laughed when I watched it, because I had to rewatch it when I was editing it, and I actually laughed. And I never laugh at my videos, but I actually laughed at it. I was like, that's fucking funny. Good to see it. I don't watch Bogan. I need to. I don't watch Bogan's reviews, and I need to. You know what? I don't know why I haven't. But I need to watch his reviews too. I do spend a lot of time. Charlie, I am in a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. I try to support everybody. At least show up and say hi and just throw some support out for the guys. And not for nothing, Juan, I watch Rip Tripper's reviews still. Some of them. And not for the content or what he says, but for like ideas with lighting and camera and edits and how he does his stuff. If as somebody trying to learn how to do it, the guy is like, he's a machine, man. Like they're really, really well done. They're really well. And obviously he's got 1.2 million followers or subscribers. So obviously he's doing something right. You know what I mean? I just watch like how he does his edits and shit, and like trying to figure out how he does things. His download camera is fucking crystal clear. Like you get like mine, I have to move the light around, and I hate that shit. Like I have a good camera that I could do it with, but I got to figure that out. But the way that like his download, like everything is crystal. And it's like, I'm trying to figure out how he does all that. And I'm not the kind of guy, like I don't email people and ask them just because I feel it's kind of, I don't know. Like a lot of people in the community, like they all know each other. Like I don't really know anybody. Like the only person I really know is Nick and like Tommy. And, you know, like guys I've done shows with Yeti, you know, like Ken, I took Ken a little bit. I've spoken with Jared a little bit, but I'm not like on a first name basis with a lot of people like they are. Wendy Vapes. I watch Wendy. I like Wendy. Wendy has a really great personality. Oh, and I watch Ken. I should have mentioned Ken and Nick. I watch Ken and Nick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I watch those guys. I was just talking about, I always watch those guys. Always. You guys know I'm always in their chats. I'm talking about like more of the, like I'm not trying to classify any of the reviewers by any means, but you know, the guys that are over like, you know, like 50,000, 60,000, like those guys. Like they're kind of in it, you know, there's us down here, like we're, you know, the lower tier, and then obviously you have like the higher tier, just, you know, through pure numbers. Like I put a review out and I get like maybe 200 views on it, 250, and like Mike Vapes puts a review out and he gets like 250 in like the first like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? So it's not like you can't compare. Like it's not comparable. Pal, I watch Pal too. I like Pal. Pal's reviews are really, really good. He does a lot of cool stuff on his too. I don't watch the Vaping Biker. I watch Todd. I don't watch Vaping Biker much, but I watch Todd's reviews. Todd does a lot of really nice high-end stuff, and he's a nice personality, like a very calm, relaxed, laid-back guy. I like that. I watch Phil. I watch Phil Brisardo. I actually talked to Pal. Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, baby, you home?
Yeah.
All right, I'm done. I'm just going to wrap it up here. I'm just chatting with everybody. I'll be up in like 5 minutes. Yeah, Todd. I don't know what Todd's, I've always thought, like, I don't know what Todd does for a living, but he obviously does really well because he buys, like, some fucking just incredible stuff that I'm really jealous of. His vape collections, you know, he's like Jay. Like, their vape collections I'm so jealous of. And it's one of the attractions to me. I like to see what they got. You can live vicariously through them for 15 minutes. Oh, thank you, Clutch. Grim, I watched Grim. I watched last night. He did a 510 report, and I always try to catch that. Yeah, Grim, really cool dude. Seems like a really cool dude. I don't know him. Yeah, Pal's awesome. She's home for action. So audience is bigger than your sub count, mate. I hope to never get that big where I actually be like, who are you? Like, I hope I never. That would be awful. I would hate to be that person. Bubbly got timed out. What'd you do, Bubbly? Todd sells Coke. Shut up, Bubbly. I'm not high end. No, I'd like to be. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I dabble. I buy some high end stuff, and no. I'll tell you, there's a gentleman on my build team named Jay Roller. Do you guys know Jeremy? Jay Roller? Really great guy. He's fucking high end. Like, he has everything. And I'm so jealous because he always posts pictures of his new. He had an armor mod, like a brand new armor. I was like, got from Vegas. I was like, you fucking dick. It's like I don't know how much those are. $400, $500 for an armor. Is that what they are? $500. And a beautiful mod, Squonk Mod. Yeah, beautiful. Trying to be high end, yeah. I don't know. Hey, Train, how you doing, man? Hey, how you doing, LabWorks? Good to see you, Paul. How you doing, buddy? So I think, Nick, are you going live on the Facebook group after this? Let me know. I think you mentioned you wanted to go live after this. Purge, you know, I don't know because I don't know the high. I know that I love Purge. I have 3 Purges, and but I don't know if they're classified as high end. I'll say that they are certainly high-end manufactured. The machining on them is fucking awesome. And, I mean, you want to talk about a device you'll never have a problem with. I mean, they're fantastic. Getting ready for a vape rally. Well, good for you, Paul. Paul's doing a lot. You guys know that. A lot of stuff for what's going on in Australia. The fucking travesty that's happening over there. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. This is fucking ridiculous, man. What in God's name are people thinking over there? I don't get it. But yeah, fight the good fight, Paul. We're all with you, man. We got our own stuff going on over here. Thank goodness it's not as insane as what you guys have. Yeah, I mean, I consider, $300 for a mod. I mean, some purges like the murdered out. Goodness, which one is that? It's fucking beautiful. I can't remember the damn name of it. It's my alcoholic brain not thinking of things. They got one that's like $500 mod, $450. Hey Kim, how you doing, hon? Yeah. So I don't know. I consider them high end. Yeah, Jane doesn't like. Jane, you like AV, right? Are you an AV or Comp Life? Is ones you have a ton. She has a ton of mechs. Jane has a lot of beautiful mechs. So it takes like pristine. You're like me. I like take pristine care of mine. Like when I'm not using them, they're cleaned and like either put away or in like a display. Which I need to get a display behind me. So I have enough vape gear now that I can do like a display behind me. But I don't know. Yeah, there you go, man. There you go, Paul. Truck, yeah, truck's a great mod. The AV, the cane, I want one. I can't drop that on a mech right now, but I really want one. Yeah, I remember you had a bunch of AVs. Yeah. Vindicator's a nice. I love my Vindicator.
I think for the money, I don't think you can buy a better mod than the Vindicator. And there's it's a little more pricey than the oh God, what am I thinking of? Tenacious TX. Why can't I think of that? What it is? It's about $30 more than that mod, but I really think it's worth it. Construction, it's American made. Nice mod. Dreamer. Why can't I think of that? It's my fucking brain, man. When I can't think of something, I get so. Yeah, Blue Eyed Goon. I think Freddie. Not to be a dick. I think it's a bot. Blue Eyed Goon's he has a bot giving out likes because I get a bunch of likes on mine too from him. Yeah, I think he's just dreamer. Yep. All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for watching. Check out the Pumper mod by Asmodus when you get a chance. Very, very nice. He has some extra money. Hey, Life, how you doing, man? If you have some extra money laying around, take a look at it. I think you'll enjoy it. I'd go with the 21700 version of it, though. Absolutely. Tonight on the YouTubes, you have Heavy Metal Vapor, and you have Golf Tea Vapes on at 10:30. Heavy Metal is on at 9. I'm not sure if Nick's going live tonight, but he may. You always got to watch. I will see you tomorrow on the Vape at 5. I'm opening up the Zoom room. So I will post the Zoom room in the chat, and you'll have a chance to jump on here, and we'll just sit and bullshit for an hour, and then we'll shut it down. Great to see everybody. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support. See you guys tomorrow. If you're in recovery, stay strong, and I promise I will too. See you tomorrow.